Well, hello, my lovelies. It's Murky Meg here. It is Saturday, the 3rd of August, and I'd just like to start this video by saying, what on earth are Harry and Meghan up to? Because what they've announced over the last couple of days is not making sense to me. Now, it was announced a couple of days ago that Harry and Meghan have done their first joint sit-down interview with American channel Sunday Morning Show, and they're going to talk about online abuse. Apparently, they're going to urge children's parents to be first responders in a cyberbullying crisis. So not only has Harry taken it upon himself to be the crusader of misinformation, they now seem to be tackling cyberbullying too. Now, they've done this before, and rightly so, people are hitting back, mostly saying, who on earth would take parenting advice from these two? At the same time that this teaser interview, which apparently is going to be aired tomorrow, it was announced that Harry and Meghan later this year will be visiting one of the most dangerous countries in the world, Colombia. Now, this is where it doesn't make sense. Only a few months ago, they visited Nigeria, and a lot of people said exactly the same thing. Why on earth are they going to such a dangerous country? Now, both the UK and the US governments have both issued security alerts over travelling to Colombia amid fears over crime, terrorism, civil unrest and kidnapping. The UK Foreign Office and Commonwealth Office advises against all but essential travel to parts of Colombia, and the US Department of State has also issued travel advisory for Colombia, which states reconsider travel due to crime and terrorism, exercised increased caution due to civil unrest and kidnapping. Some areas have increased risk. On the back of this, the media have spoken to a former Royal Protection Officer. Now, this is somebody that would have protected the royals previously, and this person served with the royal family for several years, and he told the Mail Online that they have chosen to visit one, if not the most dangerous countries in the world. But nothing amazes me with Harry and Meghan these days. And on to say that it's just Harry digging his heels in with the UK authorities, but it does add weight to why he's not getting protection. He keeps going to dangerous places. Now, the Vice President of Colombia has extended an invite to Harry and Meghan, probably on the back of them going to Nigeria, but apparently they will go and engage with leaders, youth and women and join activities related to cyberbullying, online exploitation and mental health impacts of these threats. The president also said that the couple would experience the rich heritage of Colombia and help eliminate Colombia's role as a beacon of culture and innovation. The vice president added that the visit would precede the first global ministerial conference on ending violence against children, which will be in Colombia this November. So they're going in November, basically. I do find it intriguing that CBS Sunday Morning posted this tweet. It says, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex talk with Jane Pudley this Sunday about the new programme supporting parents of children affected by online harm. Jane also interviews parents in the pilot programme about its impact on their healing. So it seems that Harry and Meghan are wading into children's mental health these days, which is ironic, seeing as that we have the Princess of Wales who's done that for many years. Catherine is an absolute champion and a beacon for children's well-being, their development, and it is her passion to do this. Doesn't it seem odd that Harry and Meghan have suddenly piped up on a very similar subject while Catherine is out of action? Do you not find that weird? Because I do. I find it extremely weird that Harry and Meghan will go to Colombia and they won't come to the UK. Now, I know it is very, very different, and more than likely to solidify them agreeing to go to Colombia, they will have or will be receiving the utmost protection. And this is exactly what Harry and Meghan want. They want to do their quasi royal tours. They're non-official royal tours. This is what they are thriving at the moment. In their heads, anyway. I don't see them thriving with regards to this because they're undertaking royal tours without actually being part of working royal life. This is what they aspire to be seen to be doing, to have their own royal tours. And the thing that's sticking in my throat is that they had the opportunity in the royal family to do so much good and be public figures, but they left, yet they're still doing that. But they're also highlighting their hypocrisy by going to one of the world's most dangerous countries. Because let's face it, they're getting paid to do this. Come on, that's my understanding anyway. And this is a way for them to feel like they're doing some good, much like the royal family, but without having the strings and the ties to the royal family. They are cosplaying from the royal family and doing their own unofficial royal tour. And I say that is completely wrong. They are so desperate to be seeking attention from anybody that's going to treat them like royalty. And I know that they are technically still royal, but they are not part of the working royal family. But this solidifies their need for that, to be treated like royalty, and people hero worshipping them basically. This will be all part of Netflix, and Netflix, you can bet your bottom dollar Netflix will be following them like they did in Nigeria. And what worries me is this narrative. It's a royal tour, but it's not. But that doesn't stop people without a brain still thinking it's a royal tour, when in fact nothing could be further from the truth. And what sticks in my throat is they don't represent the royals, they don't represent our government, they don't represent our Commonwealth. Why do they have to announce it? The simple matter of the fact is that they are two people cosplaying as royals. And what worries me is that because Harry and Meghan are happy to go to Colombia, and Harry so recently said in an interview that he couldn't bring his wife to the UK because of severe risk, that then is painting the UK as a very dangerous country. And I don't like that precedent because that's already being written about in the media. Prince Harry will bring Meghan Markle to Colombia, but not the UK. What does that tell you about the UK? That is what the media is running with. He is slating our country, the country that he is from, because he says he doesn't feel safe here, but he's quite happy to go to one of the most world's dangerous countries. And in my mind, that is a big slap in the face to his home country and to his family. So I believe that this is an attack on Britain and it is an attack on the royal family. Now, they're obviously doing this under the umbrella of Archewell, and they want to make sure that Archewell is seen to be renowned for its global leadership in fostering a safer online environment. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Look, they failed to get what they really wanted from the Sandringham Summit and the late Queen, which was to be half in, half out. So they've taken it upon themselves under the Archewell umbrella to do it themselves and pretend to be still serving the monarchy. And I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. It's not right. And quite frankly, it's quite self-serving. I've suddenly come to some epiphany. This is purely rent-a-royal. Countries that want a royal visit, that wouldn't normally get a royal visit, can effectively bid for Harry and Meghan's attention, and they did the same in Nigeria. Effectively, it's royals for rent, isn't it? They will go anywhere so long as their expenses are covered to the max. They receive absolute, full, unprecedented security. And the reason I think that they are doing this and going to very dangerous countries is they are poking the bear. Effectively, they want their IPP status back, their internationally protected person status. They want it. So what better way to do that? Poke the bear. Go to all of these dangerous countries, poke, 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 and see if anything actually happens. Because if it does, poof, get their IPP status back. I do wonder whether Meghan's going to claim any percentage of her heritage is going to be Colombian now, because that's what she did in Nigeria, wasn't it? Was it 43% Nigerian? Is she going to turn around and say, actually, I'm 7% Colombian, so I belong here? And the hypocrisy on this online cyberbullying isn't lost on me with regards to Meghan's rabid fans, because they are one of the vilest groups of people out there. My personal view is it's not a royal tour. They're no longer working royals. Purely, they are just celebrities thinking that they are incredibly important, trying to outdo the real royals when they're not even the dirt on their shoes. The royal family are no longer taking Harry and Meghan's phone calls. That's literally been in the press. Charles is not taking Harry's calls. They no longer represent the royal family, they no longer represent the Commonwealth, and they no longer represent our government. They need to stop with this charade. And it's my honest opinion that they are deliberately going to these dangerous countries just in case something happens, so they can say, I told you so, give me my security back. It's as simple as that. And the irony is not lost on me, because Harry in his Netflix show said that the royal family play dirty games. I would love to know what you think about this. Why are they going to Colombia? You see, my head is frazzled at this. It really, really is. Why Colombia? Do you think that they have any authority to be spokespeople for online cyberbullying? Do you think that this is just a quasi-royal tour? And I use that word royal tour because effectively that's what they're doing, because they're not though. They are playing at royals, they are cosplaying to make themselves look and feel good. And are they doing this? Are they visiting very dangerous countries to try and say, ah, told you so, to try and get their IPP status back? As always, I would love to know your thoughts.
Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.